This podcast is for entertainment purposes only. The following will contain strong language, adult themes, and my girl Mara. Listener discretion is advised. Oh yeah, I don't think you're ready for this one.
Hi, we saying it's Nelle.
Hi guys, what's goody? It's Tammie.
Hey, it's your girl Mara.
And this is the Not Too Much podcast. If you know... What the fuck? If you know, you know. Hi guys, how's everyone feeling?
That was a sick head roll.
I've got my Nene neck on today. Rolling.
R.I.P. Tina Turner.
R.I.P. girl. R.I.P.
Rest in peace.
Oh yeah, this is the first season about Tina Turner in the world.
Wow. This is a very somber beginning.
Because we're about to go into something really fucking funny.
It's really no, because some people wake up with sense. Some people wake up with sense. Others wake up in a what they call a silly, goofy mood. I'll just call it silly and nonsensical. Because who asks people to prank each other? Prank your significant other, prank your family, prank your pastor, prank your bestie. Yes, what? Your pastor, I've seen it before.
The pastor?
Yes.
Oh.
So I think we need to address it because I don't want nostalgia to cloud people's memories. I have a strong stance on this. I did not like that pranking era on YouTube. It was a hot mess.
It was.
On a summer's day.
Caliente.
No.
Oh my god.
Not enough Spanish could uplift the situation. No.
Well, that's not true.
Oh, you have a word to suggest?
No, I'm just saying that. Oh, never mind. It was a thought in my head. Anyway, what I was gonna say, yeah, the pranking era at YouTube. I did indulge in it, but from afar.
Can we talk about some highlights of this era?
Highlights.
We had the iconic Funke. Yeah. You will end up in McDonald's. Like, we have to talk about, there was some real highlights of the pranking era.
There were some funny people.
And then you had the other side, like DMB Nation.
Prank versus prank. Did you even like each other? And I've come to find out, upon research...
Sorry, you look like a kid's film.
I've come to find out...
Sorry, you know Rugrats.
I've come to find out that 2 weeks ago, as of today, I don't know how long.
I wish you could see her hand gesture.
As of today, I found out that they've reunited, the two of them.
Reunited.
No, we're not singing them back into this. They've reunited to do another prank. They're back at it again, is what they said in the title. We don't want it. Return to sender.
We don't want it.
We don't want it.
Because at one point, they were fake.
I was stressed.
Because it had to be... There's only so much that you can surprise a person. When you have an entire YouTube, you're expecting it. So it had to be a level of a stage.
And the extreme reactions, like, realistically, no.
Yeah, but there are certain pranks that I think were very elementary, but still would have gotten my blood going.
Yeah.
Like,
Tammie, you're not a person that should be pranked.
I'm not.
Yeah, no.
You must be concussed. You must be out of your damn mind if you think you can come and prank me. Oh, no. Because I hold grudges, baby. I hold grudges. So don't do that to me. Disclaimer. But my whole thing is...
Well,
but no, do you know what used to get me annoyed? Which I knew, like, you should be able to know it's fake. Like, no one should ever be able to do that to you. I don't care how nice a person you are. Like, someone with that fake cutting someone's hair.
Oh,
the malicious stuff.
I felt like that was so evil. If you come and cut my hair,
the cheating pranks.
Why would you do things that? I'm so sorry. It's just beyond when the cameras go off.
There was a prank.
Sorry, no.
No, you go.
No.
Go ahead.
No, it's going to be silence because I'm not speaking.
Jesus. Okay, there was one prank this is back in the day, where this boy pretended to prank his friend and they killed their other friend.
What?
Yeah, it was a whole thing, and the friend was like crying. I can't remember the
What?
YouTube channel, but it was like, he was a pretty prominent prank YouTube channel. But yeah, it gets pretty dark.
That's the thing. There's a lot of dark pranks out there about the D word, about certain things that.
The D.
Oh, okay, yeah.
You know, listen, I watch a lot of channels and I know they do something called shadow ban, so I'm just trying to protect our brand.
Yeah.
But my whole thing is, there's a lot.
We just had to quickly explain to Mara what the G word was.
I'm so confused. I was so confused. You know what it was? It's because everyone tried to one-up each other.
But that's the problem. This is the wrong sport to get competitive in.
No, because why the cheating pranks turned from just fake messages to actually people in the bed.
You know what I'm saying? Mara, I'm about to lose my head. I'm so sorry.
Imagine walking in here and your man is lying with, at first it was fake mannequins, then it turned into real people. I'm telling you, they one up from text to mannequin to real people, and you think none of you are walking out of this room untouched.
I'm laughing.
I don't care if it's a prank.
I'm laughing because this is so unhinged, because I genuinely feel shaken to my core. Like, how are you gonna, like, I'm about to cry. I would rather you just do the text message thing and all of that. No, I would rather if you have to go out silly like that. I would rather you do the
go out
silly.
Because you aren't returning. You want to play.
Get active.
You want to play.
Get active.
No, we don't endorse that over here. No, my whole thing is, if you want to play games, be silly and go, because you're not coming back. But my whole thing is to actually get another human being in the. And you know what's the worst thing? You know when people get the say if it's a boy pranking his girlfriend, like they'll get the girl's best friend to lie in the same bed.
Or siblings.
Are you mental?
Sibling, as in your girlfriend's sister is in the bed with you.
Are you mental?
People's dads.
And no. Actually, let me rephrase what I'm saying, because that's not correct. I want to say, but that is such a. I don't understand what would possess you to go do something like that. And the
money.
That's what it is.
Because let's be real, I did see. The views do tell it all, because they'll have their individual channels and they'll have like tens of millions of subscribers. So I mean, the value is there for them. I don't know how many people are tapping in now.
No, but do you know what we have to remember? This pranking era, I want to say that we were like in late primary school, early secondary when this happened. Their target demographic is genuinely children. Like, people who are subscribed and watching this thing are children who, you know, are more like, we were all more susceptible to clickbait. They have that kind of gimmicky, like, very expressionate. Is that a word?
Yeah, but that made me feel.
You looking at me?
I don't think it's weird, actually. I said yeah, but it's not.
I didn't say a thing.
But that makes me feel funny because a lot of the pranks also turn very sexual.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
The Viagra pranks.
What?
Well, how can you prank about Viagra?
No, they used to make I don't understand. They used to be like, give their partner Viagra without telling them, and then all of a sudden
that's a level
without telling them.
That's like when those people who give laxatives to people who did, and then
the laxative thing. Weird.
That's not funny.
Also, putting that hot cooling gel in people's underwear. If my intimate parts start burning and it's because of you, I will fuck you up. Oh, I've got on the podcast.
Now, do you go?
God. No, imagine getting someone's underwear, and putting like that hot stuff in it, and then actually give it. Do you know how crazy that is? You actually don't like me.
People who there was one prank where there was this. I remember. I don't know where I would be able to find that video again. But there was one girl who was very adamant that she does not like spicy food because, you know, it just kind of makes her a bit irritable and all of this thing. You know, she probably had a very sensitive system. You know, I'm trying to respect her privacy and not out it. But
what, like IBS? I don't understand what you mean.
Realistically,
you always got to fill in the blanks.
If there's a public prank, why would you, like, we could find it. It's public available.
I don't want to be researching it again. But my thing is, her partner at the time, I don't think he even deserves the title because of the way he was acting. He was like, he rarely cooks. So he was saying to her, oh, I'm a cook for your, like, it was probably like, I think it was like some sort of special, like, celebration. So, do you know how much this prank is stuck in my mind? Basically, he put a concoction of like the world's hottest peppers into a dish for her. When I tell you that babe suffered so much that night. She had to go to the A&E because her chest,
that's wicked.
That's real.
That's what I'm saying. Do you even like each other? Because this is torture.
The trust is broken.
There's a thin line between pranking and torture for me.
Yeah, you might waterboard me because that's what it is. No, seriously.
We do not want that for you.
No, because that's the equivalent. How are you gonna put that much? No.
Wait, careful now.
No,
it's not the equivalent, but I see what you're talking about.
Oh, it's not the equivalent, guys. People actually do get tortured. That's really serious. But I feel as violated.
I know she means it.
She means well.
Why are you laughing? It's being serious.
No, I know the fact is, I know you mean it. It's just the way it was all set up. Yeah.
What?
Is it? Why take your hand off your chest? But what did you want to say?
I thought someone else was talking, or was it me?
But I understand.
It was me.
Yeah, keep going.
Okay, yeah. I can't remember what I was gonna say. Oh wait, no, I do. So I feel like it's that level of violation. How are you telling me you're gonna do something nice for me, and I'm gonna trust you and put my faith, and you're gonna cook me a nice meal, and then I end up in A&E?
That's very
on purpose. Not even because because you're a shit cook, because you purposefully actually tried to harm me.
I don't even think the food would have tasted nice just without.
It's attempted murder.
The thing is, I do get it's a whole level of, it's not just pranking. It's not just like the torture aspect to me. Like, I know people probably be like, oh, you guys are taking it too far, but I've seen too many examples of this. It went too far so quickly that's why I'm speaking like this. It's also the level of public humiliation.
That's what it is.
I feel like you've got to really look at yourself a type of way. If you feel comfortable seeing your partner or who you're with go through something, like go through those emotions, because the ones that are genuine reactions, go through that whole cycle and roller coaster of emotions on camera, edit it, find the moments that you think are so funny to put in a thumbnail, and then publish it and take money off the monetization.
Don't get me started on parents who prank their kids.
You're profiting off someone's pain.
Do you remember though that MTV show?
What, Ashton Kutcher's one?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
What was it called?
Poor Brandy.
It's in a Nicki Minaj lyric. What's the song? What's the show called?
It was
Punk'd.
Punk'd.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
Punk'd.
it.
Okay,
there were episodes. I feel like that was really the OG.
That's why I said I didn't mind too much Ashton Kutcher's one, but it's because it was celebrities. I liked watching the little bits.
But some of them went too far though as well.
Yeah, poor Rihanna. The I think it was the children. They were asking her for money. They were busking, and then they were saying that she put money in the thing, and then gave them the wrong amount of money. There was a whole thing, and Rihanna wasn't about to play. Rihanna was like, "I'm trying to be respectful, but you kids are testing me. And poor Brandy, they're still using her as a meme on Twitter when she ran. The poor babe was disoriented.
But the thing is with pranking, I think, we joke and laugh, but I think there's a thin line. And I think some of the line is time. Some of these pranks go on for ages.
And why are you pumping them out so regularly? What time do you have?
No, but actually,
That's
that's the
their job.
genuine prank, though. Like, why is this 20? Why have you convincing your partner that you slept with their sister for 35 minutes? That's
why
weird.
Is it so long?
But the fade, sorry. The
1
words
minute's
got really
enough.
blurry.
1 minute's too much.
The thing is, how do these ideas
Come about.
That's what I think.
No,
Are you attracted to my sister?
Because it's not just the YouTube comments.
No, it's not.
It's not just people suggesting things. You in your own mind were like,
Ooh.
Sorry.
shook the ground a little bit. But no, you in your own mind thought that was appropriate. I'm sorry, big side eye, full eyes. What are you playing at?
Full eyes.
Full eyes. That's when I'm really, really outraged. I'm really, really bamboozled. Like, My whole thing is though, if I'm really gonna just round this out, is we don't need to bring this era back again. I think it's something we can look back on for, because I know they do their little fair share of pranking, like, you know, on certain platforms, like you know that little pasta crunch thing that you feel.
Oh yeah, like that.
Like you feel like you're breaking your bones.
Yeah.
But you try to convince someone that they've broken your neck.
Oh.
That was fake.
Little pasta crunch.
You know what I enjoy? When parents like put their little baby like there and be like, don't eat that, and then the baby leave the room and the child's like talking to the camera.
Do you know what I like? When African kids send their parents like crazy WhatsApps.
No,
I love that.
Okay,
that's
I think
funny.
I like the TikTok. Some of the TikTok pranks that are going on right now.
But not the. I don't want the aura of that era.
That's the thing. Can we leave
back.
the dark pranks out? I think. Listen, we've come from the generation of advertisements on TVs like the whoopee cushion. Like, you know when they used to do the little pranks, a little putty and like the pull my finger. We came from really innocent, sweet pranks like that. Very bad ones. Those ones weren't doing anything to anyone. But we went from that era to something that was completely on the other side of the spectrum. Like something that means that people can both laugh on each side after it. That's okay for me, even if it takes you a while to laugh. Like
not one.
no, sometimes the immediate shock will get a person.
Just don't prank us.
But yeah, don't prank.
Don't prank me.
That's why those pranksters, I don't know how they did meet and greets, because I would be scared for my life. Like, what did they have going? What do they have going here? That listen, me just as a bystander, whoosh.
But yeah, don't prank me.
But
That's
yeah,
all I have to say.
That's the conclusion, people. Yeah, you guessed it, guys. It's season 3, and it's your girl Tammie here to give you my version of the promo break. Now, listen, my girl Nelle and my girl Mara have told you countless amount of times how you can get involved and support us, but I'm here to tell you once again how you can. You can support us on Instagram at the Apple Podcast. You were on the roll. Hey sis.
Hey sisters. Oh no! Cut that out.
Listen, that should have been a prank. Oh my god, that should have been a prank.
Wow, that whole Dramageddon 1 and 2.
We were eating it up then.
I was eating.
I was sat with my cup.
Bruv, going into secondary school, those days, crazy.
You know, people were chatting about it. Okay, but let's talk about some real sisters though. Like, you know,
Us.
Oh, you're so cute.
This word.
No, but like, I think there's also, you meet people in life like that aren't just your friends. You know, they qualify for a little bit more. They might be your close friends.
I was about to say, sorry.
You know, you're gonna let me land on what I'm saying. Anyway, no, you kind of qualify as maybe a close friend, a bestie, a best friend, or depending on who the person is, like you could actually be a sister to them.
I'm glad you clarified.
What's going on?
You got an issue?
Because if you left. Sorry.
Mara, are you okay?
Oh my god.
But anyway, I feel like if it hasn't already been established already, something. Am I boring you now?
I just
in case you didn't know, just a little bit of context. Now
God.
just yawned.
Oh, jeez.
She yawned.
It is creeping up.
Yeah, and you can probably tell by this as well.
What?
We argue like sisters too. We get at each other like sisters.
I don't argue. I'm innocent.
Oh please. Like, I feel like when I met Mara and Nelle, I kind of already established, like, very quickly, like, it was more than just a friend connection for me. I felt like I had an extended family. So I kind of felt...
You say I'm just a friend. You say I'm just a friend.
You know something? I can't even say this because this girl's going to hang it over my head once this episode is done.
I know.
Like, these people are waiting. But anyway, that's sweet. But my whole thing is, yeah, they are like sisters to me. This whole podcast is, for me, founded on sisterhood. Before we even properly like established explicitly that we kind of felt that sisterly connection to each other, it was just there. It was just present. So, that's us though.
We don't all need to be friends.
That's what I was going to tap into. There are some people you run into in this life that, they're itching to be your sis, but you don't feel that sisterly connection with them. And there's a lot, I think the word sis can be used quite loosely sometimes. But that's just me, because my big question is there a bit of false sisterhood going around these days?
These days?
Are you really my sis?
That's the real question.
Are you even British? No one's gonna get that reference.
That's an inside joke.
So, sisterhood. Do you know what? We all have, but all of us have sisters.
Oh
yeah,
shit! What? That's weird.
I don't think it's too weird. I think a lot of people have sisters. But,
so I guess all of us, before we came,
and older sisters as well.
Yeah, all of us have older sisters.
Oh yeah.
So
you're all the youngest sister, not the youngest sibling.
Like the youngest sister to a sister.
Yeah. So all of us have our understandings of sisterhood in the various ways. I think all of us, also all of our, yeah. So we all have a understanding of sisterhood.
Yeah, stand on it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Come forward. Do a little head shake. That's right.
So, but also the age gaps vary.
Yeah.
With each of our sisterhoods in terms of our family.
We have one of the same.
Yeah, we've one of the same. I think, though, coming into a sisterhood with peers...
That's the thing. Same age sisters?
Is a bit mad. It's a bit mad because...
Mara's like, catch me up.
No, because I honestly feel like, why does everyone want to be sisters?
Because I don't even like most people.
That seems to be a running theme with you. I've heard you say that a couple times.
No, actually, I say not like because it's just a shorter word of saying indifferent.
Okay, yeah, I see.
I don't dislike a lot of people, but I'm not like jumping for joy every time I see you.
And I feel like sisterhood is built on a lot more than just the word sis.
Yeah.
Like I can call you my sis, but will I feel it? Are you a person that I can really go to like that? Really be vulnerable? I think there's also a sense of learning that you get from having a sisterhood. You learn about yourself, you learn from others, people learn from you, very much shared experiences. Like my whole thing is, if it's just a way for me to almost say like, hey guys, how you doing? Hiya, hi babe, how you doing? Like,
What do you guys think are like the characteristics of sisterhood then?
I feel like a real sister to me, like obviously you have those common grounds, you have those sharing points, but I think the beauty of an actual sisterhood is difference.
I was gonna say that.
I was
gonna say that.
Well, girl, you should have been quicker.
You see,
you should have been quicker.
Look at the difference.
We all have a mic, like. God.
Yeah, but you keep speaking.
Okay, you have the floor.
No, I'm not saying it now. You say it.
Then I have the floor.
Right.
I wanted to say that the beauty of it is difference. I know that with you guys, I'm not coming to speak to another Tammie. I'm coming to speak to Nelle. I'm coming to speak to Mara. I'm coming to speak to...
No, I'm kidding.
I'm coming to speak to both. So now you have something to say. But even that, people will probably think me and Mara, or Mara and I, we beef so much. But we don't actually... But we actually don't beef. It's like almost playful. That's the thing.
Almost.
Did I say the word almost? Sorry, it is playful. No, but God. Actually getting back to what I'm saying, because my mind's dipping off in different avenues. I was trying to say that, like, with the difference, I know that they're not going to also agree with everything I say.
That's what I was going to say.
Girl, if you say that one time,
I've just agreed with you. Oh.
Right. I feel like I have a very close relationship to my sister. So with that, I think that's informed a lot of how I understand sisterhoods in like friendships outside of the family. I think there's a level of vulnerability that you have to have. A comfortability in knowing that you can be wrong.
Yeah.
And that you can be checked.
Yeah.
Because sisters do that.
Sisters check each other.
Sisters check each other. They're the first people
older
to
sisters
check you.
definitely check.
Yeah.
Even when actually
Let's not even
my sister on this podcast.
Shout out to all of our sisters.
Shout out to all the sisters.
Yeah. Shout out to you, man.
Because one thing about you, man, you'll check us.
You'll check us.
So it's very much like that is something that is one of the key factors, vulnerability. As you said, difference. The issue is, I think it goes outside of sisterhood. A lot of people are not comfortable with being insignificant in someone else's life.
They try and force significance.
They try and force significance. People don't mind if another person is insignificant to them, but they don't like being insignificant to another person. They don't like the idea of being a throwaway thought or not even a thought at all. And so a lot of people force closer relationships. And you know what? I was there too. You force closer relationships because you're like, oh, I don't like the idea of being forgotten. Yeah. But it's like, no, there's a place and time for you. And some people have more place and time and others have less.
And is it also like not just being forgotten, but also not needed? Because I respect, like you said, I have a close relationship with my sister, and I recognize in times as well that I need my sister. And there's certain things that I can only go to my sister for. And it's that element of I need her, and in turn, she needs me as well. I think people don't like in this life to be not forgotten, needed, but also not to be needed.
And so people will force this sisterhood. They'll create this false sisterhood because at the very least, it makes them feel like they are needed or wanted around. When in reality, you could just be an acquaintance, a friend, a close friend, or even a best friend.
And that's fine.
And that's learning to be comfortable being someone's acquaintance.
And understanding your relationships in relation to other people around you.
Yeah.
You know I'm not everyone's best friend.
Yeah.
And I don't think I should be. I don't think that works vice versa.
Yeah.
I feel like you need to understand where your place is in other people's life. And that can be hard.
Definitely. It's not easy, people.
It's not easy. And I feel like it wasn't even... This girl. No, but I also feel like it's not even just a matter of time, because technically there's a lot of people that I've known for a lot longer than I've known Nelle and Mara. But I would say my relationship with them, like relationships with any friend, is different. Like, this is, I have friends that, some are, I see them a lot, or we have a chance to have a much closer connection than others in certain things. But I know that I met you guys in a short space of time. I also think probably proximity played a part in it, because we were at uni, especially first year, like seeing each other constantly. But at the same time, we didn't really bond properly until summer, and that was away from uni. So but proximity again, at the same time, it was such a short amount of time that I got to know them, and I felt this affinity with them.
Sorry, it's really, really throwing my mind because you keep saying them.
Oh yeah, because I'm thinking, who's she on about?
But then I'm like, it's us.
Yeah.
Well, I have to say it like this. Oh, you want to say Mara now.
No, I thought you were going to say you.
Yeah.
You two.
Okay.
But obviously...
I get why you're doing it, because obviously, hey guys, we are talking to you. But...
Yeah, I forget sometimes.
Yeah.
Inspiration goes on. Yeah, but I am talking about you two.
Yeah, we know.
Oh, Tammie, please continue. Please, because in this dynamic...
I'm throwing up big side. Let's talk about this dynamic.
Oh, can I was going to... Wait, let me speak now.
Put your hand up, put it down.
I think you can tell who's who in the dynamic. Go on, Mara.
What? Oh, wait, I was going to say... One reason why I think a lot of people's sisterhoods fail, I'm going to put sisterhoods in quotation marks because I don't think it's... Well, you know what, guys, if you feel like you do have a sisterhood, I'm not trying to undermine that.
But who must tell you what your relationship is with someone else?
But a lot of times it's fake. Anyway, no, because I feel like people establish themselves as a group, but then they don't have individual relationships within the dynamic. Do you understand what I'm trying to say?
Okay,
As in, even though we're a group, we also have different relationships with each other.
That's true.
individually, which is why it works.
Oh yeah, okay.
Which is why we haven't demised as a 3 yet. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Woo! Loads.
No, you trying to snatch your words back. Oh,
no, but everyone's always like, you know that whole thing about
you know something. That's what made me kind of shaky about this. I can't lie. Like one day we're gonna have to talk about our friendship as a whole. Yeah. But I was definitely shaky with becoming closer friends with you. I tried to delay it. I'm a self-sabotager. These two were waiting on me. But I tried to delay becoming closer with them because I said, none another free. Jesus is Lord, none another free. Just because I feel like, you know, for certain reasons where it's been about my growth or another person's growth, frees haven't necessarily worked out for me all the time in the past. Like close frees. I'm not talking about when I just like to meet up with people and frees. Close frees. So that's why I was like, oh my God, I don't know about this one. But like Mara said, not just a collective sisterhood. I can go to Nelle and be like, that's my sister. Or I can go to Mara and be like, that's my sister.
Like, even we have individual relationships with each other. Like, we would probably go to each other for different things, but as a group, we know we got each other.
Yeah.
For sure. But what was you about to say about the dynamics? I know you was about to come for me talking about the little sister.
But you like it. You were smiling. Yeah. She was on FaceTime the other day. When I called her that, she was smiling and kiki, and let us not forget. But my whole thing is, we very much established, as well as having a peer-sister relationship, what is so mental is, Nelle's born, like, Nelle's the eldest out of us three. Born. So I'm trying to really make it sound right.
Oh my God.
Nelle is the first birthday out of us three. I'm the second, Mara's the third. And TM. Crazy.
Wow.
Age order. Yeah, it's age order as well.
Age order. We've come across all the weird coincidences with all of this.
That's so crazy.
But the thing is, also, it kind of reveals a sibling dynamic within the three of us in terms of like order and stuff like that. And when we all get together, it's very much gives like, okay, Nelle's like the eldest sibling. I'm like the middle child, and Mara's like the little sister, like the little sibling. And so that's why when it's all three of us together, you can imagine chaos.
But also, if you don't check your friends,
that's one
thing. You don't have to publicly humiliate. That's another thing.
We never
public humiliation. But
pranks.
Not even that, but like, you know when like you'll like point something out about your friend that's done something mad, but in public, like in front of people, especially in front of males.
You know, right into the back. You know something? Yeah, because has no one ever heard of the phrase, you don't talk about your family business outside of the house?
If we were ever in this position where, because we do check each other.
You do.
But it's always within these four walls.
Because what does it benefit you to check someone outside when you could have done it inside? Like, what's the gained benefit?
And that's how you know it's false.
Yeah, and in front of bare people, even if it was a dire situation, at least pull them to a quiet corner.
There's nowhere that you can't pull someone just for a side chat. No little like side pavement alley, maybe even a pile of sand. Like, you can pull someone for a
alley.
Sorry.
But also, I will say that one part of sisterhood or false sisterhood that you could acknowledge is if boundaries are not respected. And if there are no boundaries as well. There are moments where with both of you, I have to be like, okay, so what's the boundary?
True.
Of this conversation.
I have to actually
I
have to root it out.
But you see, that's the thing, like, and Nelle's never coming from an ill-informed place or like a bad place. She's coming from a well-intentioned, like, you know, like mine. She's trying to make sure that we don't negate our own boundaries, that we start to also think for ourselves.
Because even within sisterhood, there are boundaries.
Yeah.
Don't get so comfortable. Just because everyone walks into a friendship or something with a little bit of baggage and some things that they need to learn and grow from. Don't be comfortable watching your friends struggle and like not really like, you know, respect themselves and like, you know, hold a space for themselves. Be comfortable with making sure like, okay, your friend is good, but also that your friend isn't comfortable with not having boundaries for themselves and not being able to uplift themselves. Like, sometimes people come into friendships and they don't speak too well of themselves. Don't be comfortable with watching your friend do that. And then you're calling them sis. And number one, if you ever call yourself my sis or the other way round, and we're letting each other just walk out in the streets looking anyhow, that's a big red flag to me.
That's
you
what
ain't
I was
my
about
sis.
to say.
You're an op.
You know,
you ain't my sis.
No, you know, I was on FaceTime to Tammie once. No, I'm actually still. I was on FaceTime to Tammie once, and basically, I just had to put on clothes because I was naked. Like, I just put on this one stripy top. I've never worn it outside in my life. I've had it since I was like 7. Yeah, and she was like, "Mari, you can't walk out like that." I said, "I'm not even dressed properly."
Should have left it in 2010, babe.
She really was upset with me. Talking about I can't walk out like that. I said, Tammie, it's okay, I'm not.
And I'm not a hater.
She's not a hater.
If you had seen the top, you would have told us to go change her top. Because I said,
it's not bad.
No, Mara, it was bad, okay? Like, my whole thing is, like, it's just in my head thinking, now, if it's like, okay, you know when you're outside, like, I was walking with my sister one time, and there was something that had flown in, like, the sky, like a piece of fluff or something, and it landed on her face. And it took me a minute too long to notice because my head was all over the place. But when I did clock, I took it off. I was just like, how long have you left me standing with a piece of fluff on my face? Really decipher the conversation. If you're a real sis, when you see something is amiss, you will sort the problem. You will sort the problem.
No, it is.
And that's the thing. Like, even it doesn't matter when I responded. To be fair, I responded. A lot of you, like, that's why I was so comfortable going on holiday with you guys. I knew that not only so many bases in terms of planning would be covered, and we would be able to see each other, meet each other in the middle with things and compromise and also just make sure we're all good. But I knew on the holiday itself, when there are things that can just change last minute, when it comes to going out in the evening, getting ready, listen, we've got each other's back. Whether you're feeling deflated in the moment and you're not ready to receive it, they've still got your back. They'll still gas you up and they'll still make sure you look cute. Realistically, whether I'm feeling myself or not, I know Mara now wouldn't tell me that I'm looking good if I wasn't.
We got your back, sis. We got your back.
I mean it too. Like, not you, Mara. But, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, just mean it too. Because that stuff gets on my nerves. It's more so like, you going out for just you.
Well, I hope that most people find that sisterhood.
Yeah,
not everyone.
Some people are bad people.
Some people are bad men, actually. Be by yourself.
Yeah,
but also,
so most, but not all.
I recognise that not everyone wants a relationship like this.
Yeah.
But people like different things for themselves. But I hope if you do want this for yourself, or if you wanted something like that for yourself, that you find it. It doesn't matter when you find these friends. Like, I met Mara and Nelle when they were 18. We were all 18 when we met each other.
Whoa.
I had gone 18 years not knowing these people, not seeing these people, not having any sort of idea who these people are. And then I met them a couple times before it really started to knock boots down. But I met them a couple times. And then I actually...
Not caboose.
She has very interesting phrases. Well,
Before
guys, hopefully, if you want it, you find a sisterhood. If you don't want it, you don't find a sisterhood. If you want it in your bad mind, stay alone. And that's that.
And that's a wrap.
Okay, people, I've been Nelle.
I've been Tammie.
I've been Mara.
And this has been the Not Too Much podcast. If you didn't know before, you know now. Can you keep up? Baby boy, lose my breath. Baby boy, lose my breath. Baby boy, lose my breath. Can you keep up? Baby boy, lose my breath. Baby boy, lose my breath. Baby boy, lose my breath. And I just wanna say, ooh, and I feel this strong. You don't really want that. And I feel this ooh, and I can you keep up? Baby boy, and I lose my breath. Baby boy, and I lose my breath. Baby boy, and I lose my breath. Can you keep up? Baby boy, and I lose my breath.